Tim, Tim, scene one, take one.
Perfect. So Tim, tell us about how you started with New Cities, how many stores you have. Just tell us your story, man.
So I'm Timothy Ambre. We've got 11 stores in the Chicago suburbs. I've been with New Sudas almost 10 years. Started with the phone systems, and then we moved into adding live agent during the pandemic. We had we had a shortage of people, we had a shortage of time, and we had a lot of business, and we were looking for solutions to solve those problems. So the live agent was the solution we found at that point. Every time that phone doesn't ring in the store, it saves me 5 minutes that I can use for my people to do something else. And we were desperately short on people. We had a ton of customers to handle, and that took one thing off our plate that we didn't have to do, and allows us to push forward with all the other things that we could do.
Tim, scene one, take two.
And start from like we didn't do the first one, Tim.
Okay.
And give us that beautiful opening, a little bit of telephony, how you started. That was awesome, and then going into all the way to that presentation. However you can present that comfortably.
Just keep going into everything I was just saying?
Just keep going.
Okay. Okay.
Look at Bob.
Okay. I'm Timothy Ambre.
Oh, wait. That was like, you started. Just focus on Bob and then speak your lines, okay?
Okay. Sounds good. I'm Timothy Ambre. I got 11 stores in the Chicago suburbs, and I've been with New Sudas for almost 10 years. We started with the phone systems, and answering phones on time was a big deal for us. Phones were our lifeline, and that was one of the systems that helped us make that happen. During the pandemic, we ended up having a shortage of people and a shortage of time. So we moved to using the live agent service to solve that problem. So we're saving 5 minutes every time somebody doesn't have to go answer the phone. And those phones are answered right away by a professional order taker that does all the things that we've always wanted our CSRs to do, but we could never get them to do consistently. So I stayed with them even through the time when corporate was suggesting that there was a possible loss in sales due to the fact that we were using call centers. But when I looked into the numbers, I actually found that the opposite is true. We're getting better results, better numbers out of the live agents than we've ever gotten with our CSRs. And the king of all kings of orders is the online ordering system. We're getting way better results from our live agent orders than we were ever getting from the online ordering system. We've got double the number of orders coming in at menu price. We've got a third of the orders coming in at national offer coupon, and double the number of local coupons then come in through all the other order channels, be it our people taking orders or online ordering. We've never had anything like that before, and if I could, I would have every order come in through live agent, even not having online ordering anymore.
Tim, scene one, take three.
Okay. And next time, wait to clap it after you say take three. Let's do it at the same time. And looking at Bob, take a moment, and you're on.
I'm Timothy Ambre. I've got 11 stores in the Chicago suburbs, and I've been with New Sudas for almost 10 years. We started with the phone systems, which phones were our lifeline for forever, since the beginning of Domino's, and answering on time was something that was really important to us, which is getting the phone in 1 or 2 rings at the most. And it's always a challenge to do that in the stores because there's so many other things going on, so many things pulling our people in different directions, that it's a real challenge to make sure that that happens. We've got one person that has to do everything in the store most of the day. So every time that phone rings, we're losing 5 minutes that person could be doing something else. So when Live Agent came out, we were in the middle of a pandemic, we had a ton of sales, we had a shortage of people and a shortage of time. So that was one solution that I could put in my stores to help my people be more effective at doing everything that they've got to do. And at the time, it was a stopgap solution that helped us get through a really rough time. What ended up happening is we found out that the live agent system gave us better results than we were ever getting before, either with our own people answering the phone or with the online ordering system getting orders for us. That online ordering had always been the golden goose of orders, had the highest ticket average, It was able to suggestively sell lots of different things to people, and they could actually see them. So it was hard to beat that. What we found out when we looked into the things that we went to in the pandemic that may or may not have helped us is that the live agent was one of the best things that could have ever happened to us, because we were getting better results either in upselling, in St. Jude's donations. Our menu priced orders were double what they were through all their order channels. Our national coupon offers usage is a third of what they were in all other order channels. And our local coupons are double what they are in all other order channels. So we found out that was one of the things we went to out of desperation, and it was one of the best things that could ever happen to us. And if I could have every order come in through Live Agent, that's what I would want to do.
Tim, scene 1, take 4.
And Tim, look at Bob, buddy. Okay, and action.
I'm Timothy Ambre. I have 11 stores in the Chicago suburbs, and I've been with Nusutis almost 10 years. So we started with the phone system solutions, which is our lifeblood for many years. That's where all of our orders came from. And jumping on those phones, answering them in 1 or 2 rings was really important to us. But it's always a challenge with all the things going on in every store. And most of the day, there's one person that's got to handle everything that's happening. So when the pandemic came along, we had a huge amount of orders coming in, a huge shortage of staff, and a huge shortage of time. So I looked to the Live Agent system to add to my stores to take about 5 minutes off of everybody's day every time a phone didn't ring in the store. And that worked great. And we used that for a few years since then. So after the pandemic is over, we started looking at some of the systems and processes that we implemented in our stores to see if that was the right move for us. And last year, corporate came to us and suggested that their data showed that call centers reduce sales by 1% to 2%. So that caused me to question whether or not we should continue with the call center. So I looked into it, and I found out that that was actually better than every other order channel that I have for every metric that we look at in an order. At a higher ticket, they get done the things we want done, such as upselling a St. Jude's. They answer right away, and they have no other distractions to stop them from doing all the things that we want our people to do that they can't always do in the way we want them to do. The most significant data to me was the coupon percentage that we were seeing. We have double the amount of orders coming in at menu price on Live Agent. We have a third of the orders coming in for the national offers on Live Agent that we have in all other order channels. And we have double the number of local coupons being used than all other order channels. So the king of all order stations has always been the online ordering system. It always had the best numbers in every category. Live Agent is better than the numbers I was getting through the online ordering system. And I would just love to have all my orders come in through Live Agent if I could make that happen.
Tim, scene 1, take 5.
Okay, and look at Bob. The kids. Let's rock and roll.
Okay. I'm Timothy Ambre. I have 11 stores in the Chicago suburbs, and I've been with Nusutis almost a decade. We started with the phone systems. Just like everybody else, that was our lifeblood for many years. That's where we're getting all of our money, it's through those phones. We were using them in multiple stores. We weren't using all the features, and we really weren't making the most out of the orders that were coming in that way. During the pandemic, we were looking for other solutions to solve the problem of not enough time, not enough people, and too much sales. Every time the phone rings, it's taken 5 minutes away from what my people are doing with everything else they're doing. And when they're doing that, they're not as focused as they should be on the customer on the other end of the phone. When we switched to Live Agent, we got our 5 minutes back for every single order that was now not coming in on the phone. We also got somebody that was a professional that does all the things on the phone with those customers that our people, even when they're trained to do, they don't always do that in the way that we want them to do it because their focus is not necessarily 100% on that customer at that moment. The Live Agent is focused on those things. So when we got to the end of the pandemic, we started reevaluating some of the systems that we went to, either out of desperation or out of innovation, but however it happened, we wanted to make sure we had the right things happening in the right way. Corporate had suggested to us that there was a possibility that we were losing sales by being on a call center. So I looked into the numbers, and what I found is the call center numbers were better than any other order channel that I have access to. So online ordering was always the best way for us to get orders that had the highest ticket, because people could actually see all the things that we have on our menu, and they could make choices, and they could be suggestively upsold by the computer system, which caused that to have the highest average order ticket of any of our channels. What I found is that Live Agent can beat online ordering, not just in ticket, but also in the percentage of menu priced orders, which is double for the call center than every other order channel. National offers come in at a rate of 1/3 of every other order channel, and local coupons are double every other order channel. And if I could have all of my orders coming in through Live Agent, that's what I would want to do.
Tim, scene 1, pickup, take 6.
Okay, and
Okay, so during the pandemic, we were looking.
start again. Look at Bob.
Okay.
And action.
During the pandemic, we were looking for other solutions because we had a problem of not enough time, too much business.
Dude, start again. This is great. The hands, an inch over, an inch up. Can you look at his hands, bro?
Let me see him.
Just keep your eye on that camera, please, Kevin.
Okay.
You know, okay, and look at Bob and action, Tim.
Okay, so during the pandemic, we ran into a number of problems, and some of them were good, some of them were bad. Too much sales, but then not enough time, not enough people. One of the solutions was Live Agent, which allowed us to get back 5 minutes every time the phone didn't ring, and somebody else who wasn't pressured by everything else going on in the store.
Can you get Tim some more?
Tim, scene 1, pickup, take 7.
Okay, so during the pandemic,
Look at Bob.
during the pandemic, we had a number of issues, some good, some not so good. Number one, we had increased sales and orders. That was great. What wasn't great is we didn't have the people that we needed, and we didn't have enough time to handle everything that was going on in the store. Live Agent was able to help solve those problems. Every time the phone didn't ring in the store, I saved 5 minutes. So 12 orders a day or an hour, I got an hour back that people can do something else in the store. And that's what we wanted them to do anyway. We want them focused on the customers that are actually in the store, focused on the team that's in the store, and focused on the product that they're making to send out to those customers. And using Live Agent to take care of all of our phone calls allowed that culture shift to happen in the store, where they're focused on just those things, and somebody else who's professionally trained to handle customers on the phone took care of those people for my people.
Tim, scene 1, pickup, take 8.
And look at Bob.
So during the pandemic, we had a number of issues. Some of them were good, some of them maybe not so much. We had increased sales, which was great. We didn't have enough time, we didn't have enough people. Live Agent was a solution to that problem. Every time somebody's got to answer the phone, it's going to take them 5 minutes. They're making somebody's dinner, they've got to stop doing that, wash their hands, go over to the phone, take the order, go back, wash their hands, and then try to remember where they were in that person's dinner. The phone never rings in the store. I've got a professional person that's trained to take care of those people, taking care of those people so my people can be focused on making pizzas, the team members in the store, and everything else that they've got to do to run that business, including other customers that are in the store. If I'm saving 5 minutes for every order, every 12 orders, I'm saving a whole hour of time that my people can use to take care of each other, the customers, and the food that they're making.
Tim, scene hands, take 9.
Okay. And look at Bob in action, Tim.
I'm Timothy Ambre, got 11 stores in the Chicago suburbs, and I've been with New Sudas almost 10 years. We started with the phone solutions. That was our lifeline for so many years. All of our orders came in that way, and that worked great for us. During the pandemic, we ran into a number of issues. Some were good, some not so good. We had way more sales and orders than we'd ever had before, but we also had not enough time and not enough people. So a solution to that I came up with was to switch to the live agent call center. What that did for us is that took 5 minutes for every call that we didn't have to take and put it back into the hands of our people that could use that to either finish making somebody's dinner, take care of people that were in the store, work with our own team inside the store to make sure those orders were getting out the door the way they should. Everything that we needed to do, that gave us that time back. Every 12 orders, that's a whole hour worth of time that goes back into my people's hands that they can use to make things happen in the store. And I love to have that. After the pandemic, we started looking into evaluating what processes we put in place that we may or may not want to continue. Corporate had suggested that we might be losing orders by using a call center. I looked into the numbers and I found out that, in fact, that's the best order channel that we have access to right now. Online ordering was always the golden goose of orders, but we found out that we're getting better results from the professional call center people working at Live Agent. They've got nothing to do but make everything happen that we've never been able to make happen with our own people inside the stores. They're upselling, they're making sure they get St. Jude's donations, and the best part is the distribution of the order mix that we get. We're getting double the number of menu price orders through the Live Agent. We're getting a third of the national offers, and we're getting double the local coupon offers through Live Agent. And if I could have every order come in through Live Agent, that's what I'd want to do.
Tim, seen hands, take Tim.
I'm Timothy Ambre. I've got 11 stores in the Chicago suburbs, and I've been with New Sudas for almost 10 years. We started with the phone systems, just like everybody else. That was our lifeblood since the beginning of Domino's. So answering on time was really important to us, but there's so much going on in the store, it's a challenge to do that. Everybody knows that. It's also a challenge to make sure that our people do what we want them to do on the phone. So during the pandemic, we ran into a number of problems. One of them was good. We had way too much sales and a ton of orders coming in. What we didn't have is people and time. Solution to solve some of those problems was the Live Agent system. So we switched all my stores to that. That was saving us 5 minutes every time an order didn't come in and went to the call center instead. So instead of having a person running the store by themselves, have to stop making someone's dinner, wash their hands, go over to the phones, take the order, wash their hands again, and then try to pick up the middle of that person's dinner right where they were before. Now I've got somebody that's professionally trained taking those calls and taking the time to take care of my customers exactly the way I always wanted it to be done. They're upselling even better than the online ordering system. They're making sure they get St. Jude's donations. They're talking to the customers with as much time as that customer wants. And it changed the culture in my stores because I no longer had to have my people focus on those things, and they could just work on the internal operations of the store. They could work with the other team members trying to get the orders out faster and take care of the customers that were in the store and focus on making great pizzas instead of having to jump on those phones. At the end of the pandemic, we went to evaluate a lot of our processes to see if that's what we really wanted to continue with. We had got some information from DPZ that call centers can lose us sales. So I looked into those numbers and I found out that the exact opposite is true. We get a better ticket average out of our Live Agent call center than we get out of our best Golden Goose order channel, which was online ordering. So compared to online ordering, well, all other order channels put together, we get twice as many menu price orders out of Live Agent. We get 1/3 the number of national offers, and we get double the number of local offers used on those calls. And if I could have every order come in through Live Agent, that's what I'd want to do.